Hello and welcome to a Chip Off the Old Block Toys. I'm Jeff, and today we've got part 3 of building the Endurance. That's Lego set 10335, and it has a total of 3,011 pieces. I thought today was going to be the final live stream, but I can tell you that it won't be. Number one, I'm fighting a migraine, and two, there's a few more bags than I thought. I'm going to go ahead and bring John forward. John's backstage. And switch cameras. Let's see. All right, so this is how, as far as we've gotten so far. We've got bags 1 through 16 done. And, oh, you got yourself on mute, John. Here we go. Bags 1 through 16. And we're just going to keep going. I believe we're working on the back section right now. So let me slide this guy completely out of the way for right now. John, how's your day been?
Good. How about you?
My day has been I did not have a good day, and it actually started with yesterday. So you guys know that I've been trying to raise chickens, and hello, Greg. If I didn't say that already, I don't remember. I like to raise chickens. However, the chickens I have are not producing anymore, and they haven't been since summer. They're just old, and then it happens. So,
You got a hole puncher?
Yeah, I do. You got something in the background there that's kind of loud there, John.
I'm sorry. It's my movie I'm watching.
All right. So what had happened was I put an ad on Facebook Classifieds for the area I live in, and my ad was very precise. It said 11 hens, 1 rooster. Well, I'm sorry. The first word was the word free in all caps, and I said 11 hens, 1 rooster. I said I will not piecemeal them, take them all, and I said they haven't been laying since summer, so they're only good for meat. The very first response I got, and it was just like a minute into it. Someone asks, "How much you asking for them?" And I'm like, "Oh, geez." I put down free. I mean, what else can I do for you, buddy? So that was the first one. The second one, I got a message from a lady who said, "Well, look, they don't produce as much in the winter. You're just being impatient. You should wait." And I'm like, I put down that they're only good for meat because they haven't been producing since summer. So I think I covered that too. The next person, "I'll take 4. I was like, no, I was clear in my ad. I'm not going to have several people coming over. You get them all. So then finally the fourth person was like, "Okay, I'll take them all." I said, "Great. When can you pick them up?" She says, "Tuesday morning." And this morning, I got a message from that lady. She goes, "Hey, I was just realizing your ad said a rooster too." She says, I don't want the rooster." I said, "I'm sorry. They come as a package deal. You take one, you take them all." So yeah, that was kind of frustrating to deal with that. And then I put down that an update that someone was picking them up last night, and a couple hours after that, somebody said that they'd like to come over and pick them up, and I said I've already put down that I've got somebody. So just a bunch of people not listening and just creating headaches for me. And then I had another problem that also happened. So no offense, John, but this happened from somebody from your neck of the woods.
Florida?
No, New York.
I'm no more from New York.
Huh?
I'm not in New York from no more.
No, I know, but you're from Jersey originally, so close.
No, I'm not even from Jersey. I'm from Brooklyn.
Oh, okay. Well,
Coney Island, Brooklyn.
Well, I'll tell you what happened. I bought that trailer, right? 2 months ago. Well, the paint is already coming off and it's rusting on all the metal. And so the thing came with a bumper to bumper warranty. So I called up and this gal answers. And I could tell she was from New York.
Good boy.
And
so we're like redneck New York.
huh? Redneck New York?
Redneck New York.
Okay. Well, I can hear her accent. She goes, how can I help you? And I says, well, I bought this trailer and just 2 months ago, and well, the paint's peeling off and it's already starting to rust. And I said, this is to the point you would expect a trailer that's 10 years old to look like this, not one that's just 2 months old. And I said, it came with a bumper to bumper warranty, and I was hoping to set up an appointment. You guys can look at it. And you would think that her response would be something along the lines of, okay, well, when you're available, that kind of thing, No. She said one word. She said, and? And I was like, okay, so I spent $7,000 on a trailer. It's falling apart. And all you have for me is the word and. Oh my gosh, she was so rude, man. I was like, and I was like, I'm willing to dispute this on my credit card because I put it on my credit card. I paid it off since, but she doesn't know that. I said, I'm willing to dispute this on my credit card if you guys don't honor your warranty. And anyway, long story short, she gave me the paperwork. She emailed it to me, and I filled it out. And she told me that I could attach pictures, and she wanted me to attach pictures of the damage to the thing. So I tried to do that. I sincerely did. Well, get this, man. The form that she sent me didn't even have a place to attach pictures. And I didn't want to talk to her. So I went back on their website and I looked at their thing on there, and it had a chat. So I said, okay, let's chat with somebody. So I pulled, I put, do the chat. Someone gets on there and they asked me what's up. And I said, hey, look, fill out your warranty form, can't attach pictures. What's up? And the guy and whoever it was, didn't say a name, said, oh, well, just send them here and I'll attach it to your warranty. So I sent him 5 pictures. And he says, okay, thanks. And I was like, no, wait a minute. I said, what warranty are you going to attach it to? He goes, oh, I already attached it. And I said, no, you didn't. You don't even know my name. Because I contacted you through the website, you don't have my phone number either. Oh, yeah, good point. What's your phone number? I'm like, what? What? And this is, by the way, I'm not going to give up their name, but I will say this. I'm really surprised. This is a national chain that sells trailers. It's not some rinky-dink little outfit. So I'm really surprised.
Leave a bad review.
I'm going to at this point.
Because they generally have people who contact people who have bad reviews and make it right.
Yeah, I was just really disappointed with this. Well, okay. Hey, Cubnan, how you doing? And hello, Mr. Stewart. Hello, Enzo.
Now, you see, with us New Yorkers, there are different accents for different regions. We have about 4 or 5 different New York accents in our state, in the state. There's Brooklyn, there's Queens, there's upstate New York, and then there's Long Island.
Well, let me just tell you what she sounded like to me. She sounded like to me, with her accent, this is what she would have said. She would have said, I'm about ready to get some coffee for my dog.
Huh. Long Island.
All right.
Or Queens.
But she was just rude as ever, man. Okay, so I have another problem. And I decided I was going to try to take care of that today. And that was my YouTube account. YouTube keeps sending me an email. And they've sent it to me 3 times. And each time they say, oh, hey, you're ready to be monetized. Okay, so you click on the email. It takes you to your account. You look at it, And in the account, it says, okay, you have to attach a Google Ads account because that's how you get paid. And, well, I looked at it today, or yesterday, I should say, and I noticed that there was a Google Ads account already attached to my channel. Now, here's the problem. I never set that up. So we got a problem, right? So I look for a phone number. I can't find one for Google or for YouTube. So I'm like, all right, well, what do I do? So I go and I look around and I find a little chat box. And seeing as I just had trouble with the chat box with another company, I really didn't want to do it, but I couldn't find the phone number. So I click on it. And this person gets on there, and it just seemed really weird to begin with. So first question I asked, are you a bot? Are you AI? Are you a real person?
Oh, I hate those.
And they say to me, I assure you, I'm a real person. And now I'm like, okay, yeah, that's how people usually talk. All right, cool. And here's the funny thing. Everything I'm saying, I've got receipts for, because at the end of the conversation, it asked you if you would like a copy of this conversation emailed to you. And I said yes. So I have the conversation. And oh my goodness, was it bad. And in fact, Cubman says she has a very heavy accent. I don't mind. It's not the accent I mind. It was the attitude.
This is New York state of mind. Not all New Yorkers are that rude. Hey, Mrs. Shep. Hey, Cubman.
All right, here, let's do this. Let's pull up this nice conversation. All right. Requested copy of conversation. Okay, let's open this up. Gonna hide my email here. Okay. All right. I'm gonna share this with you guys. This is how bad it was. I'm not kidding you. All right, here. Let me blow this up. Okay. All right, I'm fine. That's good to hear. Am I chatting with an actual person? Yes, you are. Thanks for bringing this to our attention. And it's like, okay. I understand you're concerned about the Google Ads account linked to your channel that you do not recognize. Can you tell me more about it? Okay, I don't know. What more can I tell you? I'm telling you it doesn't belong to me. So I said, what more can I tell you? I'm sorry to hear about the trouble. I know how important it is for you to have this issue sorted out. Allow me to share this information. Are you ready? Yes.
That's not a human.
Yeah, I know. This is awful. If you see a Google Ads account that is linked into your channel that you do not recognize, the best thing we can do is to unlink that one. And I said, is there a way to verify if it's mine before I do that? Because, I mean, maybe I made it and I forgot. I'm not perfect at my memory. And she says, you could also refer to this Help Center article for more information. I actually read it. I said, is there any chance that you're actually going to help me? Yes. Why is there not an option to call and talk to somebody? That's what I do. You're not paying attention. My issue is no closer to a resolution than before I started chatting with you. I'm sorry about that, but we can only support through chat, as I mentioned earlier. The best thing we could do of that is to unlink that one. You can also refer to this Help Center article for more information. I said, I don't want to unlink the account if it's mine. I want to verify this before unlinking. The article did not help with this. Hello, I'm here. You're not helping. I want to verify the account before I unlink it. I don't remember making the Google Ads account. That doesn't mean that I didn't make the account and I forgot. May I know what you're trying to do that Google Ads is linked to your channel? And I said, I've told you already. Can you provide me a screenshot? I want to verify if I'm the owner of the Google Ads account. If I am, there is not a problem. If I am not the owner, I will unlink it. Your chat will not let me attach a file. Because I did. I took a screenshot. It wouldn't let me. You can see what email is in that account. And if you recognize that email, then you don't have to unlink it.
They only care about covering their ass.
Yeah. All right. See, it says, Oh, let's see. So, since there's no information on the Google account, yeah, okay. I'm very concerned that a random Google Ads account was attached to my channel. I see. In that case, make sure your channel is secured. Can you speak in plain English, please? Yes. In that case, make sure that your channel is secured. So she says the same exact thing, word for word. You need to be fired. And unlink those Google accounts that you do not recognize instead of recognize. Okay. I'm sorry if you feel that way. Is there anything else? I did unlink them. Yes. You said I need to secure my account. What do you mean? That's good to hear. Make sure no one else has access to your channel. I mean, like,
yeah, they miss your context.
Oh, and I'm not going to read the rest of this, but here you guys go. It went on and on and on. Oh my
Circle
God.
talk.
I didn't get anything resolved. The only thing I did was unlink that random account that was linked to my account, and that's the only thing I did. I didn't resolve anything, and I'm very frustrated. I mean, I spent 40 something minutes talking to that. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey John, what is your favorite New York pizza joint? That's what Greg's asking. And then we've got John says Spinoli Gardens. Oh, okay. All right. Never heard of it. Ken says I'm here watching tonight off because I couldn't get down my driveway, but I can tomorrow afternoon. I'm sitting here watching building the Oh, awesome. Awesome. And Cubnan says round and round in circles. Yeah. Well, that's the problem. I'm not monetized because I can't link a Google Ads account to my stuff. So I'll get it figured out, I promise. But oh my gosh, after that I had a splitting headache after dealing with people with the chickens, after dealing with everything I dealt with today. It kind of reminded me of that old commercial I used to see on the TV when my mom used to watch soap operas, the Calgon Take Me Away. Because I certainly needed some of that today, let me tell you.
That's an old one.
I told you I was old.
I'm older than you are. Who are you kidding?
Not by much. But anyway, I'm just joking around, guys. It was a pretty tough day, though, and I really did have a migraine after that. And I do have a bit of good news that has nothing to do with incompetent people. I started to rebuild the Avengers Tower today. I brought it out and I dusted it off with the. Oh, by the way, if you guys don't know, my favorite way to brush off Legos is either a paintbrush or an old makeup brush. Those two work very well.
What, air cans won't work?
They do, but sometimes they blow off pieces that you don't want blown off.
Not too hard. I didn't realize that.
Yeah. I mean, I have known people that do it, but just be prepared for pieces to come off. The makeup brush is very gentle. It's the gentlest, but it also takes the longest because a makeup brush isn't that. And in fact, I forgot. Here it is. This is what I use. Just an old makeup brush. This used to be Mrs. Chips, but it started coming apart, and I glued it together. And that's what I use because it's free.
It's starting to get warm again here in Florida. 76 degrees in the house. But the temp shows 71 outside. I actually went to do a little walking today, and I got asked the elephant in the room question. Where's your dog?
Oh, somebody asked you that?
Yeah, I was not looking forward to answering it.
Yeah. I imagine
find out by word of mouth.
Yeah. I imagine you told them though.
I had no choice.
Yeah.
They were not. They didn't. They were in tears as much as me because she was a member of the community. But the breeder referred me to another person that he deals with, so I may be online for another one.
I hope you find the right one for you, man.
Well, yeah, that's just it. I have to trust the breeder, and if it's a referral, that makes it easier. Because I told the guy, I only trusted you. It took us 6 months to learn to build the trust, and that's what it's all about for me: trusting the breeder. I don't want a backyard bred beagle.
I can understand that.
And I don't care if it costs an extra money. I really don't. Beagles are cheap.
I forgot one of the most important pieces of that YouTube story. My friend Jim, I felt so bad. He calls me just as I got done with chatting with this bot, and I really didn't feel like talking. I was like, not right now, Jim. And Jim says, what do you mean? He said, I just called you. I said, I know, not right now, man. I said, I can't deal with anything more. And Jim goes, well, what happened? And just then, because I requested a copy of the chat, it appeared in my email. I said, okay, Jim. I said, I'll tell you what. I'll send this to you. You read it. If you still want to talk to me after reading this, we'll talk. And Jim's like, oh, okay. He's like, hold on a minute. So he starts reading it. He gets to the end of it, and he goes, damn. He's like, that was bad. And he goes, do you want the phone number to Google? And I said, yeah, I would like it. So he goes and does a search, gives me a phone number. I hang up with them and I call, and it's not the right number. So I end up doing my own search on the internet, and I did find Google's phone number. However, it really, it was so annoying because it was just like, they gave you a number and they said, if you're having a problem with Google ads, press 1, whatever. And YouTube was option 4. So I pressed the button for YouTube, and it puts you on a brief hold. And then it comes over to this message saying, we're sorry, we're having technical difficulties with our phones right now. Try back later. It's like, okay. So I called the company and I still don't have a resolution. So, oh, man. It was bad. Oh, Mrs. Chip says, John, we can hear your happy birthday song in the background.
Huh? What happy birthday song? I'm not. You can still hear that? It's too loud? Let me lower it.
All right.
How's that?
Well, I don't hear it anymore. Y'all both wise and all knowing. Well, thanks. And Greg says, old as Adam and Eve. Yeah, so I'll tell you, here's the problem with putting the Avengers Tower back together. I really enjoy that build, and I really want to finish. But here's the problem. It's a custom build 100%. So I don't have any instructions to it. So since Enzo flattened that building, it is very hard to come up with the way to build it, because I don't have any instructions. I have old videos, which I did watch today, and I tried to get as much as I could off the videos that I made.
Wait a minute, Enzo destroyed your build?
Yeah, the big Avengers Tower.
Bad dog.
He's such a turd, man. I told the story.
He's gonna hear you.
No, he's right there. I think I told the story before, but I don't remember if I did or not. So I'll tell the story briefly. When I moved to Texas, when I was moving to Texas, I brought the Avengers Tower down there. Well, when I brought it down there, I didn't have Enzo, so I didn't have to worry about it. On the way back, I did have Enzo when I went to go pick it up. And when that happened, oh goodness, what happened here? Yeah, I'm gonna fix that. I had to bring Enzo with me. I couldn't get anybody to watch him, and so when I went to go pick up the building, Enzo was in the front seat with me, And I put the console up because it makes a chair to block him from going in the back seat, because the building's fragile and I knew it, and I wanted to protect it. So I didn't put it in the trailer. I put it in the back seat. Well, I didn't yell at Enzo, nothing. He just like started acting scared, and he tried to jump over the seat. There really wasn't enough room because it's tall enough and he's big enough. And I told him, I said, no, I'm like, stay here. And me telling him no, he got all scared and forced his way through that small opening. And he got in the back seat. Well, I'm driving in the mountains, and there is no place to pull off. I mean, you got a mountain on one side of you, you got a cliff on the other. Right? There ain't no room to go nowhere. So,
oh, you were mad at him.
I wasn't, though.
He doesn't see it that way. He says he sensed it.
Yeah, well, I wasn't.
Think.
Huh?
It's how they think.
I was mad at him after this, though, because he climbed in the back seat and I couldn't stop right away. And so I hear him back there. And, at first it's okay. I don't hear anything. And then I start hearing the building creak a little bit. And I kind of look back there real fast. He's leaning up against the building. And, it's just Lego. So a couple miles later, there was finally an emergency, thing you can pull off if your brakes are bad. And so I did. My brakes weren't bad, but I pulled off. And I opened the truck's back door in order to get him out of there and into the front seat again. And instead of being able just to grab his leash, he gets scared because he thinks I'm mad at him, and he jumps on top of the building. And, he's 100-something pound dog, so there went the building. What's for dinner? Well, I was thinking about going to the Thomas's Market again and seeing if they've got any for sale, meats that are going to expire today. And if I do that, maybe I'll see my cute little redhead girlfriend there. Who knows?
An hour drive for that?
Oh, no, that's the one just right here in town. It's a mile and a half away.
Okay. Well, that's close.
It's overpriced, but they have something. They have something other places don't. They got that cute little redhead.
Oh, Jeff.
I'm only joking. There is no redhead that works there, at least that I know of. I mean, maybe there is, but I haven't seen her.
Oh, Jeff.
It's only a joke, guys.
You're gonna make someone very interesting.
Hey, look, I'm just having a little fun. And actually, I better stop joking, because I swear, knowing my luck, guys, what's going to happen is I'm going to walk in there one day and there is going to be a cute redhead working there. And then I'm going to be in trouble because everyone's going to think that I wasn't just joking when I have been just joking. So,
well, if that's what attracts you as a redhead.
What's that?
That's what attracts you as a redhead.
Oh, I mean, Mrs. Chip knows this, and I'm going to be honest with y'all. Every woman I've ever dated before her was a redhead. Now, I've gone on dates with other women when I was younger, before I was married, but I didn't date any of them seriously, or I wasn't, we weren't an item. It was just like a one-time date. But anybody that I actually had a relationship with, they were all redheads until Mrs. Chip. Mrs. Chip is the first non-redhead I ever dated.
And you're just a glutton for punishment.
And look where that got me. I was kidding. I'm just playing around, guys. You guys probably think I'm mean as ever, but if you guys knew Mrs. Chip in real life, you'd know that she'd throw it right back at me in real life, and no one's offended. So, and the fact that she's not in here, not on that screen cussing me out right now, tells you something right there. She's hearing all this, and she knows I joke around, so no worries. So the other day, you guys remember we were talking about movie stars, right? And I said something about John Wayne. Well, the reason I said that is because it's always been a joke between me and Miss Chip that John Wayne's secretly her boyfriend. So let me tell you, we joke around a lot, and that is just part of our I don't know, our back and forth that we got going on.
I need that.
So I'm probably gonna get in trouble. No worries, I can be a redhead from a box. Well, why don't you try that? No, I'm just kidding. I'm only playing, everybody. Don't jump my case. Look, she's willing to joke around right with me. You see that. So don't take it like I'm being mean to her. I mean, honestly, there are days I wonder why she tolerates me, but then again, I have to remind myself that I'm tolerating her too. So I guess it all works itself out in the end. Beyond Grays are taking over. Well, same here. Anyway, bet she's rolling her eyes at you. Yeah, she probably is. But no, really, I remember one time my son, I don't remember where we were at. He was about 15 or 16, and he's now 20. Actually, he turns 21. God dang, next month. Anyway, our son was with us, and I was joking around with Miss Chip, and she was joking around back, and my son made the comment. He goes, I don't have to watch Family Guy anymore. Just being around you two reminds me of Family Guy. So, yeah, guys, that's just what we got going on over here. We just like saying goofy stuff to each other and having a lot of fun. One of my favorite kids to joke around with is Natalie, the one who just entered the military. Because Natalie doesn't know any shame. She'll tell you jokes that'll make Mrs. Chip blush. Oh, man. So like I said, I'm not going to finish this tonight. I apologize. I thought I was going to, but I took some medicine right before I started the stream. And boy, that's why it's not working. I put it on backwards. I started the stream with the migraine, and so it has subsided some, but I'm still feeling it. And so I'm not going to finish building this tonight. I'll do it tomorrow night. We'll do another round, finish it off. Okay, now there we go.
Keep an eye out for that Blue Origin launch later this week.
Yeah, I stayed up to watch that, and then it got canceled.
New rocket. Not their fault. And bad weather.
Yeah, the weather was getting worse as the night went on. I did watch the Starlink, the Falcon launch today, though.
What do you think?
Well, I didn't see that much of it. There was cloud cover.
Yeah, but the most exciting parts about that is the landings.
Oh, I didn't stick around for the landing.
It's only 6 minutes. You got to stick around and hear the sound booms, sound blasts, and everything.
I guess I should have. I saw it clear the tower, and once I saw the rocket clear the tower, I was like, all right.
Yeah, no, that's only half the show, dude. You got to stick around for at least 5 or 6 minutes.
Now, which channel do you watch that on? Just out of curiosity.
I have a bunch. I have NASA Space Flight. I have the launch pad. Whoever puts out their stream early first, I watch, and I switch back and forth.
Okay.
And plus, on X, I follow Elon's channel. I can watch from there too.
All right.
And you should be streaming on X.
Oh, I don't even know how to do that. I gotta look into that. Yeah, I'm gonna get a hold of my sister. She does graphic design. One of my sisters. She does graphic design for a living, and I'm gonna ask for her assistance because I have a different logo for YouTube, a different logo for Bricklink, and a different logo for Facebook.
Just combine them all, for Pete's sakes.
Oh, I want to do a whole new one and just put it on all three. I don't know, guys. I sometimes I'm my own worst enemy, and I'll admit it. I want to get. Oh, you take care of you. All right. And Greg says, I want to get my hands on R2D2, the buildable one. Greg, that one gave me trouble and had to turn it over to hubby. You know, I have that one. And also, I was going to wait to tell you guys, but since we're talking about it, the good news is I got a little bit of money from my Bricklink sales. And so this last weekend, I went to Target to buy the gift for the white elephant exchange that I lug. And when I did that, guys, guess what? R2D or C3PO was there. I already have R2D2. So now I have them both, and they're both to scale with each other. So we will probably end up doing some streams building C3PO so that we can do all that, put it all together, and see them side by side. Sorry, I'm having trouble talking today. Yeah, if I remember right, that R2D2 has the retractable. The middle leg actually retracts inside of his body, just like the movie. And that was hard as well for me, Mrs. Cubnan. I had to fool around with that one for a while to get it to work. So, okay. Oh, look at that. She's a beauty, ain't she?
It's too bad they didn't do the USS Constitution.
Yeah, I wish they would have too.
Old Ironsides. But it's military.
Yeah, but that's more historic military than...
They don't care. They do pirate ships. Why can't they do that?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's more historic. It's not current military. And I mean, as much as I like Old Ironsides because the what it represents, I mean, if it ever got into a scrap with a modern warship, it's going to be at the bottom in about 30 seconds. So
you know the mythos behind the ship. I know you.
Huh?
You understand the history and the mythos behind the original ship.
No, I do. I really do. And so I think it's a beautiful ship, and I think they should do it because Lego's excuse that they don't do military vehicles, I understand that, but this is historic and it's no longer a threat. And I mean, the only reason the Navy keeps it around is because of its history.
I've actually been on a tour of it once. It was really cool.
You see no energy drinks.
Yeah, but that has sugar in it.
Fake sugar. Baby steps, John, baby steps.
That's what I've been doing to get back to the script.
Just like, What About Bob? Have you ever seen that movie with Bill Murray?
Mm-mm.
All right. So we are on another bag, which this is bag 21.
I hope my TV loudness doesn't get you in YouTube trouble.
I don't know what to say about that because YouTube is not consistent. It's hard to know what's going to get you in trouble with them. For instance, there was a time that you couldn't use the word COVID. They even sent out a thing. I remember this because, and I'm probably going to get in trouble for telling you guys this, but when the pandemic first started, they actually sent something out to us creators telling us they don't want us even using the word.
So come up with a euphemism like hole puncher.
Oh, people did. They said the sickness, the illness that's going around the world. There were a lot of people that got around it, but I whatever. You just don't know. I don't know. You just don't know what YouTube's flagging that day. But have you been keeping up with the fires in LA?
Yes.
What do you think?
What I'm finding out about the management of the area is really pissing me off.
Yeah, me too. I got really upset when the I think it was the mayor that said that the reason that they didn't have water was because the residents were using too much to douse down their own homes.
It was the fish.
Yeah.
There's a particular fish that they haven't seen in 10 years, and they drained some reservoirs or something like that because they wanted the fish to come back. I'm like,
yeah.
Are you kidding me? I remember my talk show pundit that I used to watch back when I was a kid, when younger. I used to talk about this all the time. Well, it's coming to pass now. I won't remember the guy. I mentioned the guy because everybody hated him.
Okay, I'm trying to. I'm not sure. Okay, this is so hard to see backwards. Let me flip this. Oh, I knew that was going to happen, so I didn't want to pick it up. All right. I'm trying to get this to work. But I'm not having any luck. Because it looks like it's supposed to go right there. And there's a piece that it connects to, but it's not really working. Let me make sure that I have that correct. Yeah, that looks correct to me. Okay, well, then why am I having issues with this? And believe me, it's my, oh, there we go. Finally. Okay. It's my issue. It's not theirs. You know, I didn't really think this ship was that big, but now that I'm building the model of it and seeing the scale of it, this was a pretty large ship. Oh, you have a few friends whose houses are gone. I am sorry to hear that.
Oh, wow.
And I've said this before on the stream, and I mean this sincerely. I don't care what their political affiliation is. I don't play that game when it comes to human tragedy.
Same here.
You know, these people, that's their life savings. You know, in their homes, in their whole entire lives. You know, there's photo albums and stuff that can't be replaced, and little mementos. Like I still have a box with some of my baby clothes in it. And if I were ever to experience something like that, there's no way I could replace that. So, and I imagine that many other people have similar things going on in their life. They've got items they can't replace. So, I don't find joy in those tragedies. I just don't care what affiliation you are. It's a sad day when someone like that faces something like that. Now, I grew up in California, but I grew up in Northern California. So um, I'm talking like 6 hours north of where all these fires are taking place. So I don't really have a reference point other than I've been to LA a few times. I don't know the area that well. I know Northern California pretty well. You ever been out to California, John?
Absolutely not. But I did want to go because they're getting the space shuttle there, but not after this.
Yeah. Well, Greg, I don't play politics with those who have lost their stuff, but if you want to talk about the management of the forest brush and other things, I will certainly agree with you that I feel like that was mismanaged. But again, that's not really like I what I'm hoping will happen is that there will be an actual investigation, and I mean not done by political hacks, just by people who actually know what they're talking about, and that they will tell us exactly what could have been done to avoid it, and then take those recommendations and actually do something with them. I mean, I think some of us, or I think the majority of us, pretty much already know what needs to happen, and that is better forest management. Is one of them. But
You just I don't understand it. We go through this every single season, these fires, and every time it's a little bit worse.
Yeah.
And they don't do anything about it.
Well, I'm trying to remember the name of that fire that happened in the late 80s, early 90s in Oakland, California. I lived about 30 minutes away from Oakland, so I was not affected, nor was my family, by the fire, like directly. But it was definitely smoky in the air, and it was kind of like a cloud cover, and not much sun came through for several days while that fire was raging. But that's the worst that we got of it as far as way as we were. But I remember living through that, and also the Loma Prieta earthquake, otherwise known as the World Series earthquake of 1989. Some sources say it was a 6.9, some say it was a 7, some say it was a 7.1. What it was, I don't know, other than it was big, and my parents lived 13 miles from the epicenter. So it was very strong where we were at. The only fortunate thing about my parents' house is that my parents' house was on bedrock, which means we were well protected from the earthquake, because bedrock doesn't move as much as clay and sand does. So there was like one, after that earthquake, even though we were that close to it, there was only one crack in one of our walls, and it wasn't that long that appeared. So it was not a big deal. You've been through a couple hurricanes there, John, right?
About 3 so far.
Yeah.
But we're not bad off because we're inland, and we have estuaries where preserves all around us, so that catches all the water and absorbs it like a sponge. So I have one behind me, and this is where all the snakes come from, these preserves. And we have drainage basins and stuff like that all around.
Well, that is good that you're in an area like that, because my daughter lived in an area of Orlando for a couple years, and all around her are lakes and swamps and everything. And when the hurricane came through, it's still, even though they didn't get it directly head on, there was still a lot of flooding. And it wasn't major flooding, it was localized. So
yeah, my mom, I wanted to move to the villages. I go, you better check the flooding areas. I'm like, the storm just went right past over that. There's about 3 hours north of us. We're in a prime spot. That's the one thing my former aunt, and I don't call her aunt anymore, my brother's sister, did right is she picked an area for us that doesn't flood that much, or if at all. And we haven't seen any major flooding in the streets. So we're pretty lucky with that. And I'm like, I don't want to move just because of that. Now we also have we're also surrounded by police and firemen and all that stuff. We have one firehouse right down the block from us. So
Okay.
And hospitals within 20 minutes of our house. So we're set as far as power because they have to be operating.
Yeah.
So I told Mom, you're crazy for wanting to leave.
Your mom wants to leave?
She wants to go north for about 3 hours.
But she just got there.
She's not happy with the house.
Oh, okay.
And she wants to be in an over 55 community.
Well, would you be able to follow her?
Yes, because I'm over 55. I'm 56.
Oh, well, see, you are a few years older than me.
I told you.
You're not that much older than me, though.
No.
I'll be able to join you in about 5 years. So let's see. Jamie says, I'm just building the Van Gogh set with you. That's awesome.
I made more progress on my F-35. That's such a fun build, too.
Oh, do you have it? You want me to put you on big screen?
Oh, hold on. Let me go get it. There's not much to it. It's just the wings. I'm so tired. I want to go to bed already.
Oh, I have to go to bed early. Even though I don't work yet, I gotta be down at the IRS tomorrow morning.
You're a bad boy. I know it's the job.
Yeah, I've got some paperwork to do.
Okay.
All right, you got that thing? I'll put you here. You go.
Yeah, hold on. Let me switch.
Oh, okay.
That's the picture of the box.
Cool.
And so far, that's what I have done.
Okay.
And this is a much easier construction than the F-22.
Okay. Oh, sorry, guys. I am tired. Everything. I'm not trying to complain. I'm just saying everything I went through today is really exhausted me mentally and physically.
That creates stress.
Okay, guys. This is bags 1 through 22, and I would keep going, but we've got another six bags. Looks like. I don't quote me on. It might be only 5. I can't really see that well far away. I don't have my glasses on. And if you guys didn't know it, I do wear glasses. I just don't wear them when I'm this close. I don't need them. Not only that, they make me look like a nerd, so I don't wear them. But anyway, guys, I can't see if I have 5 or 6 bags, but I have 5 or 6 left over there.
My cheaters.
What's that? Oh. Well, I've got mine. Actually,
that's for my Legos. I need them for Legos.
Oh, so you can see far, but you can't see close. Okay.
Well, not necessarily. I can't see fine close, like details.
Pardon me.
Like I'll use it for reading.
Tomorrow night, same time, we'll pick this up. We'll finish it tomorrow. John, thanks for being here.
You're welcome.
If you guys would hit that like button, subscribe, and I will catch you guys tomorrow.
Get some rest. Hopefully your headache goes away.
I hope so too. Thank you. All right. Bye.
See y'all on the flip side.